Alright, let's look at something that can be quite annoying within this program, but is actually quite a simple fix. Sometimes when you pull a view in, so if I pull in one 3D view here onto this page, we get a simple title for the view, and that's fine. Now while I'm here, just remember that to shorten that line, and I want you to, you have to click on the actual viewport there to shorten the line. To click there, the line won't be able to be shortened. You've actually got to click on the viewport, then the little grab handle can be put there. And then this can be moved around wherever you want it just by clicking on it and not the viewport. Now this view could be put in without this view title, simply by going to the properties of the viewport and switching it to no title. Anyway, back we go to what I was going to look at. Let's get rid of that one. By deleting a view off a page, I'm not actually deleting it from the project, it's still there, I just deleted it from the page. Now let's pull a view in that has an incredibly long name for a view to place on the page without the text wrapping to the next line. I've noticed that quite a few of you have quite long names for some of your construction drawings, and you've probably found this happen, that the text will wrap from one line to the next, and that's a terrible thing to look for. That looks quite crappy. So let's fix that up so it appears all on one line, but I do suggest that you shorten your names to as short as possible. It just makes it look a lot neater. Now, why is this happening? Let's have a look at the properties of the text. This whole thing here, the viewport title. If we go across to the properties and we edit the type, we'll find that the title that this viewport accesses, which is that, the title, is something called a view title, Oz mView title. It's that what we have to change. We can't change it in here, we have to go find it in the family browser, down in the project browser over here. So let's close that down, but remember that name, view title Oz mView title. So let's go down and have a look at the families. It will be in the annotations section because it's just a 2D thing, and there it is there, mView, view title Oz mView title. Now when you go to edit one of these families, you're not editing that, that is just a type, you're actually editing the family, which is that one. So if we do one click on that and we right click and we go to edit, we're now going in to edit the actual family of this view title. We are not in the project anymore, we are in the family editor. And the next step is very simple. Let's zoom back a bit. Click on that and you'll find a text box that contains this name. This is a label, by the way. If we want to edit that label, we'll see that this label has as a parameter the view name, and the sample value, which is just purely the sample value that it shows in the family editor, is called view name as well. We could just change that to view name 1, it doesn't matter, it's just the sample you see there, and you'll see that it's changed like that. Now, the view box, all you have to do, the title box I should say, the text box, just make it long enough that you think might take the length of that name that you've got. Load into the project, overwrite the existing value, and there she goes. So that's the trick for changing that. The family now is still open, and when you close that family, you don't have to save it unless you particularly want to save it to your documents. Remember, the altered version is still in the project. This is just asking if you want to save it to your documents as an altered family that you might want to call up at some other time. But it's an easy quick fix to do every project anyway. So that's the way to do it, and remember, always just drag that little line till just after the last word. and with some other image with elevation sections and stuff, there will also be the small scale underneath here. So that's it.